Today's guest is an old-time friend from Pakistan. We talk about feminism from a different perspective, and she tells us the secrets about her favorite food and how you should eat it. Everyone, please welcome Maliha Kiani. One of your favorite foods from Pakistan?
The chicken biryani that's made up of layering of rice with different spices, which are originated from Indian subcontinent. That includes Pakistan as well. We have not borrowed any spice from anywhere in the world. These are originated from here, and it adds spices to it. And you can recommend that to your other friends also.
Does that mean you're going to send me some biryani?
Of course. Type of rice that we use in biryani, basmati rice. Basmati rice is originally from Pakistan.
Is there a certain way people greet each other in Pakistan?
So Pakistan is an amalgamation of different cultures. We have 4 provinces, one northern Gilgit-Baltistan, Kashmir. We have different culture and there are different ways of greeting each other. So as we are Islamic country, we have different ethnicities, different religious minorities. But as it is an Islamic country, we have adopted the Islamic norms and culture. So the Islamic way of greeting is saying salam, assalamu alaikum. So we say assalamu alaikum. Even if I'm Hindu, if I'm Christian, if I'm Parsi, I would greet my fellow friends with salam, assalamu alaikum, because that's how you are. It's ingrained in us since our childhood. The hello culture is brought to our country since 90s or early 2000s. It's a globalized world. It's becoming interconnected, and people have started adopting the English norms also. So before saying assalamu alaikum, I would say hello. So hello, assalamu alaikum. So this
it's a mix of
is very
both.
common. Assalamu alaikum. This is how you greet.
That's pretty cool. I wonder if we could try this in Egypt.
Hello.
So how many religions are there in Pakistan?
There are many religions. Islam is the predominant religion, followed by Hinduism, Christianity, and there's a small segment of Parsi community living also. So Parsi, they are people who worship fire, and there's a small community of Buddhists living in Pakistan also.
What are the taboos that you guys have in Pakistan?
There are so many taboos. Like you name one, and I'll start.
Well, if it's a taboo, I don't think I can name it.
Talking about women, I would say that there are certain taboos or certain boundaries that we do not have to cross, seeing the cultural and religious limitations. Like for instance, in Pakistan, if a girl goes out wearing shorts or sleeveless or like some obscene dress, according to the religion and cultural connotations, it's considered a taboo. Even if you are a foreigner, you're out to follow certain dress code if you are in Pakistan. The taboo that we have, you cannot show public display of affection. So no PTA. Though you are frustrated or if you want to do, you cannot. No PTA. I don't know if it's that allowed in Egypt or not. If somebody is seen doing that, the people will, record that and upload that video on social media and make fun of you.
That's tough. Like you said about Pakistan and Egypt, there's like so many subcultures. It's really interesting because in some parts of the country, it's fine because those parts are westernized parts, more conservative parts that would totally disagree with this behavior.
There was a martial law in 1977 by a military dictator who Islamicized the entire country. So the Islamic norms that he implemented were really draconian laws when it comes to certain norms such as behavior regarding women, how to deal, how to talk in public, how to walk, how to dress, how to consume food or drink or whatever. So these are certain things that we still have to take into account when we carry out our actions.
And do you consider yourself a feminist?
That's a tricky question. I used to be feminist some 5 years ago. I was a staunch feminist, but then I studied about them and I've come to this conclusion that if you label certain things, then you are killing the cause. I don't want to label. I don't want to be labeled. I don't want to label. So I consider basic human rights as the basic thing, as the fundamental thing on which every human being should stand, be it women or men, because I've seen feminism ruining the cause. They support equality, that they support equity, that they support women rights. I'm fully endorsing them. But what I have seen that a certain group has hijacked the cause. in the modern world, be it in the West or be it in the East. And that it has been, related to the imperialism also. I would say that feminism is an equivalent to imperialistic mindset and the colonial mindset, because you do. And because why I say that it's hijacked by the elite social group. Back in March, 8th March, when there was a Women Rights Day, International Women Rights Day, there was one very, very strange slogan which these women carried. It said that it's my body, it's my wish. I know there's nothing wrong in it, but the way it was said in Urdu, it stirred controversy. Because not everybody's insane mind to understand the wisdom behind those lines. So what you are doing is you are actually undermining the cause of these women who are actually oppressed, who are actually suppressed. And we have to accept that this is an unequal society. When we cannot bring the standard of equality in terms of economic disparity, we cannot ensure that there are equal women rights also. So what happened because of that slogan is the majority of cultural men who was otherwise okay with their daughter studying and having some liberty, but then they saw them with a skeptical eye that, look, these women, what are they saying? I'm going to bar you behind those closed doors. So what they have done is they have stopped these women from exercising their rights, which they could have slowly. So it's a evolving process. You should not kill the cultural norms at all. You should go one by one, step by step, and reach to that level. And I was really upset when I saw that slogan, because they are not talking about women who are actually subjugated. I endorse women. I endorse people rights. I endorse human rights.
It's really interesting because it's like you're saying that some people, whether it's feminism or like any other cause, some people they kind of hijack, like you said, the cause for other interests, and it becomes useless.
Women and men both are suppressed in this unequal society. Capitalism has crushed people. I, as a woman, face a lot of troubles, a lot of issues, a lot of challenges that my male counterparts having the same conditions as I am is not facing. I agree that. But this is not the way forward. The way forward is having a conversation. Sit with men, sit with women, sit with all the stakeholders in the society and talk to them. I think education is the only way through which you can do that.
I think my takeaway from what you just said is that we need to have a conversation with each other within our society, within the right context, in consideration to the culture, the tradition. This part is for you to talk a little bit about what you do as Maliha from Pakistan.
I'm thinking of exploring some artistic dimensions in myself also. So I've got this violin with me. I bought that 4 years ago, and I did not touch that for a while. Yeah. I'm going to have classes soon. I'm going to learn violin. It's a difficult instrument, but I'm thinking of learning it because I really love that instrument. So this is one of my biggest ambition that I'm hoping to achieve in my future. Besides, work is happening. I love hanging out with my friends, with my family. I love eating good food. I love talking with my friends. I love hearing good music. So this is all from my end.
That is amazing. You have no idea how much I've enjoyed this conversation.
I try to understand people from their perspective. Like, if somebody is harsh towards me, I try to find the reason behind it, behind the behavior. Because not everybody is having a good day at the end of the day. You should be in their boots to understand what they are going through. We are here, we live in this world because of social relationships.
If you guys like this episode, make sure you follow the series and let us know in the comments which topics you'd like us to talk about next.